Hello, welcome to 8085 microprocessor. This slide will deal you with the 8085 microprocessor as developed by Intel company. How 8086 is different from 8085 and its advantages are also going to be discussed here. So now we move to what we call the salient features. Intel 8086 microprocessor is basically an advanced version or rather an enhanced version of 8085 microprocessor that was developed in 1976. Intel being the time Intel was the sole manufacturer of microprocessors. Now only AMD and other parties have come. It is a 16-bit microprocessor having 20 address lines and 16 data lines, and it provides up to 1 megabytes of storage capacity. It has a powerful instruction set, and it also provides operations like multiplication and division easily. See, this is one important thing that 8086 has an advantage over 8085 microprocessor. Here you can have a direct multiplication and division instruction, whereas this is not possible in 8085 microprocessor that employs only the addition and subtraction instruction for multiplication and division operation. So you have a custom made multiplication and division instructions for 8086 microprocessor. Coming to the prominent features of 8086 microprocessor. An instruction queue. Queue is nothing but first in first out. That is, whatever the first item which is in line will be the first item to be serviced. So an instruction queue which is very much capable of storing 6 instruction bytes from the memory, leading to a faster processing of data. And 16-bit processor having 16-bit ALU, 16-bit registers, internal data bus, and 16-bit external data bus, all for faster computation and processing. It is available in 3 versions depending upon the frequency of operation, that is 5 MHz to 8 MHz, 10 MHz. And also it uses 2 stages of pipelining, that is fetch and execute stage. This is now one feature which is not there in 8085, where there is no such a mechanism where while fetching an instruction at one end you are performing calculations. This is one feature which is very much there in 8086. So pipelining is one essential feature, an enhanced feature which is present in 8086 microprocessor. It has got 256 vectored interrupts like you have in 8085. It also comprises of 29,000 transistors. These are some of the prominent features of 8086 microprocessor. Now coming to the comparisons between 8085 and 8086. Size itself, it's a bigger processor, better data handling capability. So 8085 is a 8-bit microprocessor. It's a 16-bit microprocessor. 16 address bus, whereas 8086 has 20 address bus. 20-bit rather, I should say. 8085 can access up to 64 kilobytes of memory, whereas 8086 can access up to 1 megabyte of memory. 8085 does not have any instruction queue, whereas 8086 has an instruction queue. As I told you, like 8085 does not support pipelined architecture, whereas 8086 supports pipelined architecture. So I told you input-output devices, 8085 can address up to 2 power 8, that is 256 I beg your pardon, input outputs, whereas 8086 can access up to 2 power 16, that is 65,536 input outputs. So better handling capability, better data handling capability, better input and output access. So definitely 8086 is a costly processor when compared to 8085. Now coming to the most important feature of 8086 is your architecture. As you can see, it is a very complex architecture where you are going to have a lot of special units which are not there in 8085 microprocessor. The entire architecture can be divided into two major parts. One is your BIU, that is your bus interface unit, and the second one is your execution unit, that is EU. So entire architecture can be divided into these two parts, and each part has an independent working methodology when compared to another. So let us see all these parts, explaining them in detail with respect to 8085 architecture. As I told you, 8086 microprocessor has the following functional units: execution unit and bus interface unit.